Peruvian market. It is mental and it stinks.
Local.
That's what hot, sweaty meat.
Yep. That's what it is.
Hello, I'm Rianne and this is my husband Ben. We both decided to sell our business, rent our house, quit our jobs to travel the world for a whole year. We're still in the town Ollantaytambo, which is an architectural town, and it's a jewel on the way to Machu Picchu. Right, we were going to climb the ruins in Ollantaytambo, but we're being too tight and it's quite expensive to climb it, so we're just going to show you from a distance. So this town was believed to be the refuge for the nobles and the royalty. We've ended up in a proper Peruvian market. It is mental and it stinks.
Local.
That's what hot, sweaty meat.
Yep. That's what it is.
What are these? Quinoa con manzana.
This is
Gracias. Oh, it's got quinoa. It's like warm. I don't know. Oh, it's all made with quinoa. Quinoa.
Come on.
Which one do you like most? That one kind of tastes like porridge. Yeah. One, yeah.
In your hands. Gracias. Gracias. Okay. Gracias.
So this is the local market we've found in our village, but not all of it's open yet.
No, it's still early, isn't it?
Yeah, it's breakfast, so we've got this to share for breakfast. And we've got this, it's like a quinoa. I think that tastes like quinoa and apple. It's like a hot drink. We tried all
It's
three
a
of them.
little bit sweet in
This
it.
was the nicer one. Yeah, it's definitely like apple sauce. This cost us like 4 sol,
Yeah.
under £1, like 80p. It's actually like really flavoursome.
What's it, like an omelette then, is it?
Like an egg and sausage omelette. But we kept seeing like there's loads of little stalls and we kept seeing the locals drink all these and we were like, we're gonna have to try it. So when you first enter the market, there's loads of little stalls like selling fruit and veg, and then you start getting to the meat section. There's meat in the wheelbarrows, intestines.
Oh yeah,
like,
there's testing the
chickens
carcasses.
with their legs and heads on, like, and then there's like bags of spices, corn, quinoa, a lot of sesame seeds. Sesame seeds is a thing out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I just love seeing the local stuff.
Yeah, it's
and they're so
proper local.
friendly. Like, even though we can't speak the same language, they're trying to show us and to communicate as best as they can.
Dos, no.
Half of that. Yeah. Yeah. Two.
So I've noticed that people in Peru, I think in general, especially the older generation, they seem to be quite illiterate. I don't know whether they got education and stuff, because she couldn't really count the money, could she? And the woman couldn't really spell when I was asking her to write in Spanish. Hola, buenos dias.
Hola.
Welcome to our home. Start in the kitchen. Tables are already set out, as you can see, ready for guests. All the walls feature this sort of Peruvian pattern. Hat on the wall, complete with kettles and everything you need. Microwave, sofa, TV. I think does this turn into a bed?
Probably looks like it.
We said it does, right? Upstairs, what you're in? Come on.
I'm coming.
The master suite. Yeah, look, a selection of hats for every season. The bathroom. We have no light in here, so I won't be able to show too much, but look at this.
How do you think the light broke?
Yeah, it's not designed for the average size British man. Maybe the average size Peruvian man, but yes, there's shower, toilet, sink, the usual.
Shower, all we've had is freezing cold water, which is a bit crap. Look at the electrics. Toilet. We kind of hit our heads on the light bulb and smashed it. Me? On the sink. Mirror.
It could not get more Peruvian though. I love it. I love it. The view is the stream that goes down all the streets. Yeah, look.
And it's so nice to listen to at night time. Ben, what are you doing?
I'm just placing a bet on the football, Rianne.
Really, Ben? We're in Peru. You won't be able to do that.
Ah, that's where you're wrong, Rianne. I've got this new VPN from Surfshark. It encrypts your data, so when you're in Starbucks on a public network, your data is encrypted from hackers and people, just horrible people trying to get into your data.
Oh my god, Ben, we can't afford that. What, are we millionaires now?
Fear not, Rianne. With our discount code, OTWD, you get 83% discount and 3 months for free.
Whoa, what a deal! Is that thing you use when I watch Netflix?
I think what you're referring to, Rianne, is Netflix opens 14 different libraries from around the world, so it's different from whatever country you're in. Like, for example, we're in Peru now, so if I want to watch Peruvian Netflix, I'll put Netflix on and just watch away. But if I want to watch my favourite shows in Britain, I'll change my VPN and I'll say I'm in England or Scotland or Wales, and I will watch my favourite show.
That sounds amazing. So what's the deal?
That's 83% off and 3 months for free with our link OTWD in the link down below.
So we've spent 2 nights in this little hobbit house and it cost us £17 a night. It's literally in the square, like you turn right out of here and there's the square. Yeah, we really enjoyed it here. It's beautiful. But we're now going to get a cab, taxi, bus, whatever we can get back to Costco, which is about, what was it, 40 miles? What I loved about this Airbnb, they had a lock, master lock. So you don't have to see anyone, just put in the code, you go in your apartment. Perfect. That was easy.
Yeah. So in Peru, if you get a taxi to a different town, they're not totally happy with your fare, so they try and pick other people up on the way. So our driver's just got out the taxi. He's walking around town shouting, Cusco, Cusco, to try and get someone else.
No. So we just got a local taxi, drove past us, went Cusco, Cusco, and we went, yeah, how much? He went, 20 sol each. What's that? $3.50 each, so £7. Bargain. This is like a 40-minute drive. We've arrived back in Costco. We're only here for a couple of days and then we are getting a flight to another country, staying in South America.
Are you on a flight from Costco?
No, Lima.
Oh, so we're going back to Lima.
Journey on the way back here was quite interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we ended up we got out of the first cab that you saw us in because he couldn't pick anyone up. He started off 40 sol and then he was like 90 sol and we were like, nah, we're getting out. So we just literally walked 2 minutes up the road and someone was like, Cusco. We're like, yeah, and he was like 30 for both of us, 30 sol.
Yeah, there was already people in the cab, wasn't there?
Yeah, so we shared a cab with some locals. It was a long drive, wasn't it? It was over an hour.
It was a long way.
But it was the scenes, you go from, so we've been surrounded by mountains for the last week or so. And then we got to
another town where it's just like farmland, wasn't it? It was like, did you notice that? It suddenly like changed, and like mountains are like, there's some around, but they're like miles off. But it just changed scenery like really quickly, and then coming back into Costco, whoa, it is busy. It is very overcrowded. There's houses everywhere. How many people live here?
400,000.
400,000 people live here.
Oh!
Does it look like I'm acting?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. That's where you're wrong, Rianne. Hold on. Fear not, Rianne. Fear not, Rianne. Fear not,
What are you doing?
One of the ancient ruins, which is in this town, I can't ever say the name.
Ollantaytambo.
Ollantay.
How many smiles does it take to be happy? How many